Hello, cousins, and welcome to this episode of Brown Liquor and Bad Ideas. We have a good concept for you today and a brown idea that you might want to take advantage of. If we go back and think about 2016, there was reports from the U.S. intelligence agencies that Russia hacked or had impact negatively on our elections. Now, this additional information has come out as a result of the Mueller report. And by the way, there was also a report in 2018 by New York Times talking about those intelligence agencies and organizations that also looked at, investigated, and claimed that Russia had an impact on our elections. Let me just read those to you right quick so I get it all right. The Central Intelligence Agency, the Office of the Director of National Intelligence, the FBI, the National Security Agency, the Justice Department, the Department of Homeland Security, House Intelligence Committee, and the Senate Intelligence Committee. Now, with that lineup, I'm tend to believe that what they say might have some validity. What do you think? So here's the point. I would like to think that we would have a major commission, and I certainly hope, as I'm sure you all do as well, that these organizations have taken actions to try to help prevent this occurring in our election again, because that is no sort of an impact on our democracy, right? So, but I haven't heard anything. Maybe it's what they can't tell us. They're intelligence, so they're keeping it all secret. That's fine. But I would also like to hope that there would be some kind of a report or some kind of direction for us cousins as to what we do in order to make sure they're not going to have impact on us. Because when you think about it, we are the targets, all right? So there's two concepts I want you to kind of think about. One is called misinformation, in which people deceivingly give you the wrong information or false, and disinformation, which is used by governments in order to promote propaganda. Misinformation and disinformation. You with me on that, cousins? Look them up. It'll be good for you. So now we're looking at this and I'm thinking, all right, so what happened? We're getting ready to come up on another election here in November. I know you got a lot of other things going on in your world right now, but one of the things we ought to make sure is we also take care of our democracy. Because let's be honest, cousins, democracy does not run on autopilot. We got to get involved with this thing and we got to keep it working to who? The benefit of the people. So as your lobbyist, your people's lobbyist, I'd like to make a suggestion, or you might even call it a bad idea. So I would suggest that with all due respect to those political organizations that are not either the Democrats or the Republicans, and I appreciate the hard work all you folks are doing and the positions you have because we have a democracy, let's be honest, this is a two-horse race. You got the Democrats and you got the Republicans. And so I think, here's my bad idea for us to consider, is that going forward, if you don't see a piece of information that comes directly from the national convention committees, of both of those two major parties, ignore it. If you see advertisement for a political campaign, for whatever position you're looking at, and it doesn't come and your candidate is not at the back saying something to the effect of, I endorse or I support what's being said here, ignore it. And when I say ignore it, do like they say on all the television programs, right? When you see the judge and he's talking to the jury and one of the attorneys makes an objection and it gets sustained and the judge says something to the effect of disavow or don't pay any attention to that information, you got to do that, cousins. It's going to be hard. It's going to be real hard because it's like going back to a football analogy. If they ran a play on us in 2016 that worked, aren't they also going to run the same play in 2020? If we haven't come up with some way to stop it? And so since we don't have any way that's identified to stop it, we know it's being worked on behind the scenes for us, we hope, right? Then we as the targets need to take our own initiatives and then start to pay more attention to what we're being said. So if you see something and it's not from a major campaign or one of the major parties, ignore it. Because all they're trying to do is separate us as opposed to bring us together. And remember, this is the United States of America, so let's get it together. With that, cousins, I want to thank you for your time. I want everybody to stay safe out there. And remember, we the people, don't drink and drive, and drink responsibly. Have a great day. Okay.